Every day life's happening. Some days are more eventful. Others, living protected with insurance you can depend on changes your life for the better. We insure the people and things you care about. Not Agency. We'll help you find the right coverage so when life happens, you have the right insurance protection for your family and business. When life happens, live protected. Agency for all your insurance needs.
Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on Tuesday, August the 1st. Now, if you listen to KBIA on a regular basis, you may recognize this voice, but what about the face? Take it.
From the KBIA Health and Wealth Desk, I'm Rebecca Smith.
Okay, good to have you here, Rebecca Smith.
Thanks for having me, Paul.
Rebecca Smith from the KBIA Health and Wealth Desk. My first question is, where is that desk?
Well, I guess the desk, even though it doesn't actually exist as an entity, is now over in McReynolds Hall, our new home base for KBIA.
Okay, the Health and Wealth Desk and Missouri Health Talk, this is really very important to you, isn't it?
It is. Health reporting is something I'm very passionate about, and this new project, like you mentioned, Missouri Health Talks, kind of takes that passion of mine one step further. Mm-hmm. It kind of marries health reporting, which I already love, and letting people tell their stories, which I also am very passionate about.
If people have not heard the program, what are they missing?
Oh. Well, the beautiful thing about this project, and you're going to hear a lot of passion when I talk about it, so keep me under control if you need. I hope I don't talk too fast and get too excited.
I like people who are excited like you.
But so the beautiful thing about this project is it's not like anything else that we're airing on KBIA at the moment. So in a lot of radio reporting, you would be familiar with this. You'd sit down, you'd interview someone, I'd cut a 30-second soundbite and use my own voice to tell a story. But what this new project does, what Missouri Health Talks does, is it allows people to share their own stories. I actually go out throughout the state to Audrain County and Holt County and all these places people probably haven't heard of here in Columbia, and I let people have conversations about access to healthcare with someone they trust and someone they choose. So it's, someone and their best friend or their mom talking about whatever access, either overcoming barriers to access or encountering barriers to healthcare access, but in their own words with someone they're comfortable with. And so you just get this flow of ideas and this personal connection that maybe they wouldn't have if they were just being interviewed by me.
How do you choose the people that you're going to feature? Now, that's got to be difficult.
It is, especially, I am born and bred Missouri, and I'm from Rolla. It's where I grew up. But in a lot of these counties, I've never been there. Even through 2.5 years of radio reporting, I haven't been there. And so it's making a lot of phone calls and hopefully charming a lot of people over the phone, to be honest. Mm-hmm. And you talk to people with organizations, advocacy organizations, health departments. You talk to them about what are the big access issues to healthcare in their communities, and then ask them for people they know. And so it is a lot of boots on ground. It is a lot of networking when I visit these counties, and it's making a lot of calls and not being afraid to cold call someone's house if I get their name, and just asking people to step forward and share their own stories.
Have you found that most people are willing and open to you?
I would say yes. And
have you had anybody just, you said, yeah, come on, do it, and then you go down and you start talking to me and you think, oh boy, this isn't going to work?
Well, I don't think every story is going to be the best story that's ever been told, but I think that's still important to gather those stories that maybe aren't as exciting, because it's still capturing more voices from Missourians.
It's part of what we are.
Exactly.
It's part of what our community is. It's part of what our state is. Mm-hmm. It's part of what our country is. And I think this is a wonderful opportunity for all of us to learn from each other.
Exactly.
So many times we talk, but we don't listen. We don't listen to each other. And this is a perfect opportunity for people to listen
Exactly.
and see where the other person is coming from.
And that's what I tell our news director, Ryan, is that one thing that's kind of exciting for me as a reporter is that I'm getting the opportunity to set up 2 microphones, get someone or get 2 people in a room together, and then I get to just listen. And I am learning so much about health topics I thought I was already well
That's what I was
versed
going to ask
in.
you. What have you personally learned from this?
Oh, goodness. Well, so we're in our 2nd full month of airing stories, but we've been working on getting this off the ground since February. And one of the big pushes of my project is also really trying to capture the voices of folks who maybe aren't getting talked to as often. So I'm trying to talk to more people of different cultural backgrounds, who speak different languages, who have different ability or disability status, of different LGBTQ plus identity. And so really trying hard, different races and religions, and trying to find all of those voices and giving them a place on KBIA. And so I don't know if I can say there's one thing I've learned thus far, because, we tend to kind of know what the big healthcare access issues are in Missouri. There's cost and transportation and insurance and cultural competency, all those things, they exist. But what I'm really excited to be learning is that people want to share these stories and are just maybe uncomfortable or maybe are never asked to tell it in the first place. And so, like I said, if I just kind of sit there with 2 mics and let them talk and I don't interject and I let them really have a conversation, the stories just kind of flow out of them. And so I'm getting those deeper stories, and I'm really loving to hear that.
Without getting too political here, do you find that some of the people you're talking to, or the people you're talking to, are concerned, genuinely concerned about what's going to happen with healthcare?
Oh, I think so. And I think one of the really great things about this project and talking to people all over the place, not trying to find people who either are, pro-ACA or anti-ACA, is that I'm finding people who are worried about healthcare on all sides of all aisles. And so you do hear about a lot of fear, but then what's really great as well is I'm going to all these rural communities and talking to truly passionate public health officials who are trying to find creative solutions. And so I think everybody's worried, but I think there's a lot of really, really dedicated people and passionate people throughout rural Missouri who are working really, really hard to make sure people aren't afraid.
Do you see a silver lining coming out of all of this for health care? That's not a fair question to ask you. That's not a fair question to ask you, but you're so excited, you're so vibrant about everything. What the heck? What's your thought?
Well, I guess the silver lining for Missouri Health Talks is going to be that through this project, well, I tell Ryan, our news director, that I'm a little young, I'm a little dumb, and I'm a little idealistic, because I'd like to go in the next couple of years to all the counties in Missouri that aren't the cities. And that's a big, chunk to bite off.
But you're so excited. You are so excited. I tell you what, and that's what's going to carry you, because you have a wonderful personality. You have the enthusiasm to make it all work. And I wish you the very best of luck, continued success with this.
Well, thank you so much, Paul.
When does the show run?
It runs on Thursday afternoons at 4:45.
4:45.
4:45, and then Friday mornings at 7:35.
Okay, so Thursday afternoon at 4:45, Friday morning 7:35 on KBIA 91.3 FM.
There's also a website if they want to go to it, all spelled out, MissouriHealthTalks.org.
Okay. Well, Rebecca, thank you so much for coming by.
Thanks so much, Paul.
It was a joy chatting with you, and keep up that enthusiasm.
I will.
We need a lot more of that. All right, we're out of time for today. Tomorrow, Mike Parks, Columbia Regional Airport, will be with us. Big things coming to Columbia Regional Airport. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.